Hi, my name is Jung. I'm a third-year lighting designer here at the Nevada Conservatory Theater's MFA training program, and I'm the lighting designer for this production of Romeo and Juliet. Working on a Shakespeare play, especially as a lighting designer, I'm responsible for determining what the audience sees, when they see it, and how they see it. It's similar to, in film, how the cameraman positions the camera to reveal things to the audience. So I have to decide when Shakespeare says, or one of his characters, for example Romeo, when he first sees Juliet and says, "Oh, she doth teach the torches to burn bright." That's a reference to lighting that suggests that Juliet has sort of an extra beauty to her, something within her glows. And so as lighting designer, I have to interpret that instruction from Shakespeare in a way that gives her extra emphasis. Shakespeare includes these references because his theater was set outside during the day and lighting wasn't really an option. So he had to tell his audience, using the language within the play, where they were and what time of day it was. For example, a few scenes later in Romeo and Juliet, in the famous balcony scene where Romeo sneaks into Juliet's backyard, Romeo says, "Soft, what light through yonder window breaks? It is the east, and Juliet the sun." Again, there's another reference to Juliet's almost unreal beauty. She's beyond just the normal realm of men. And later in that scene, both Romeo and Juliet refer to yonder blessed moon. And in that moment, I have to decide, as the lighting designer, what does that moonlight look like? Is it soft? Is it cool? Is it warm? Does it feel like a full moon or a new moon where there's almost no moonlight? Working at the NCT has given me a lot of experience working with professionals who are active in the industry. The director for this production of Romeo and Juliet, Paul Barnes, is a professional director working all across the country, and I've been able to benefit not only from his years of experience directing, but his countless interactions with other lighting designers. He's making me a better lighting designer by not only teaching me how to communicate with directors, but how to think about my own ideas. The same goes for working with professional actors. The NCT has brought in such actors as Brian Vaughn, who's also an artistic director at Utah Shakespearean Festival, and he taught me a lot about interacting with my actors. As a lighting designer, I'm kind of separate from them, so it helps if I have more positive experience and interaction with them. One of the actors that we brought in for Romeo and Juliet, Michael Fitzpatrick, who's playing Friar Lawrence, came up to me after my design presentation to the cast and said it was the most detailed design presentation he's ever seen a lighting designer give in 20 years of being an actor. This was obviously a big honor for me, but it's because of the Nevada Conservatory Theater that I elevated my presentations to that level, that I was ready to be told that my presentation was one of the best he's ever seen. Working at the NCT with professional directors and actors and just the learning experience of constantly being involved with theatrical work has prepared me to graduate in May and go out into the field of theatrical lighting design and make a name for myself.